Hello, everybody. It's Marie from Vintage Park Aesthetics in Houston, Texas. So today we're going to be talking retinols. Retinol is one of the products that is so misunderstood. There's a process when you are starting a retinol regimen. There is a process, and nobody should ever just jump straight into a really strong retinol, putting that directly on their skin, tretinoins, things like that. You don't ever want to just start putting that stuff directly on your skin. You need to work yourself up to it. So let's talk about strength. So I use hydropeptide products in my studio, and that's what I sell to my clients. As a matter of fact, I have a link here. I just learned how to use Linktree. So go into my link tree, look for hydropeptide, and you can go take a look at the products from hydropeptide. Fabulous. My favorite skincare line, and I've used a ton. Anyways, so depending on how you want to do this, there's multiple ways of doing this. I like to start my clients off on microdosing. This is a 0.25. If you have never used a retinol, like I said, you got to work yourself up to it. So microdose. What you're going to do, you're going to start off, it's an 8-week process before you're using it, or even considering going up to this. So microdosing from week 1 to 4, you want to use this every other night. And you're only going to use retinols at night, by the way. Let me point that out, because I have had clients that told me that they were putting retinol on their face during the day. And I'm like, oh my God, no, you cannot do that. Retinols are used at night, and they have to be washed off in the morning. Now let's talk about when we're using retinol and when we're prepping our skin for it. We don't want to put retinol on unwashed skin or anything like that. So this is how we're going to prep. At night, we're going to cleanse. Then we're going to tone. If you're using hydropeptides gel cleanser, it's got a toner built into it. You don't have to use another toner in addition to that. So anyways, we're going to cleanse, we're going to tone, and then we're going to dry our skin. So if we're starting off with the microdose, which is a 0.25, we are going to mix it with a little moisturizer, and we're going to do that for 4 weeks, right? And we're doing it every other night. This is going to ease us into it. So we're going to mix it with a little moisturizer, rub it in, leave it alone, wake up the next day, wash your face, go into your whole other, daytime skincare routine, which I have videos on that, by the way, if you need help on what you should be doing during the day. Now for weeks 4 through 8, we're going to be doing every other night. This time it's going to go directly on the skin. So at night, you're going to cleanse, you're going to tone, you're going to dry, and then you are going to put this directly on your skin, and then you're going to add your moisturizer. Okay. Process. If this is working for you and you're happy with the microdose, the 0.25, which some people are, I use microdose. I am so reactive that even with the sandwiching of the 1%, I'm too reactive. My skin is too sensitive for it. So if the microdosing is working for you and you're seeing the results that you want, which you will get results if you are doing it the way that I'm telling you. All right, so now we're ready to graduate up to a 1%. We've got to start a process all over. So using the microdose first is, slowly breaking your skin in for the 1%. This is strong. This is clinical grade. This has got cell renewal technology. This has got peptides. This is strong stuff, okay? You never want to start off putting this directly on your skin. I cannot stress that enough. Okay, so I've got my notes here just so I make sure that I get this correct. So week 1 to 2, you're going to cleanse your skin, tone, dry. Then you're going to mix this with your moisturizer 2 times a week. So like a Monday and a Thursday. And you're just going to, mix it with your moisturizer, and then you're putting it on, and then you can put another layer of moisturizer on if you want, just to kind of dole it out just a little bit more. See how it goes. Weeks 2 through 4, you're going to be doing the same thing, but 3 times a week. So you're going to step it up an extra day. So like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So you're doing that for those 2 weeks. Same process. Weeks 4 through 8, you're going to be doing it now every other day. And if at any time during this process you see that your skin is not taking to this retinol procedure very well, go back and start over. Go back and start with week 1, or go to the week prior. Go to the last week that your skin was doing okay with it. And then take a break if you need to. Don't ever just keep on doing it, keep on doing it. You will thin out your skin. Not every skin can handle retinol or tretinoin or microdosing or any of that, okay? So that is super important. I'm not starting this over. I'm not doing it. This is like take 15 already, so I'm not doing it. Anyways, not every skin type is the same, and people are reactive. Me, I'm reactive. All right, so week 8, this is where you're gonna start testing out retinol directly on the skin. If you have tolerated retinol very well up until that point, now's where we're gonna test it out, right? Week 8, you're going to cleanse the skin, and we're gonna do it 1 night a week for week 8. We're gonna see how that goes. You're gonna cleanse, you are going to tone, you're gonna dry, you're gonna take retinol directly on the skin. This time we're not mixing it with anything, it's going directly on the skin. Then once that's dry, you're gonna add your moisturizer, you're gonna go to bed. You're not using any other products at night when you're using retinol. So retinol nights is retinol moisturizer, that's it. No vitamin C, we're not mixing anything. If that week goes well for you, week 9, we're gonna do that twice a week. So if that goes well for you, week 10, we're gonna be doing it 3 times a week. If putting retinol directly on the skin and then moisturizer after it's dry and after you've cleansed and all that, right? If it is working for you and you are not being reactive to it, that is your sweet spot. That's where you're gonna stay. I recommend retinol no more than 3 nights a week directly onto the skin. On your off nights, that's when you can be doing your vitamin C, you can be doing your power serums, you can be doing all of that. But retinol nights, that's it. Retinol and moisturizer after you've cleansed and toned. Nothing else. So anyways, and again, if you start to see that you're having issues, go back to the step prior. If it was working for you, and that may be your sweet spot. Maybe all you can tolerate is retinol directly on the skin twice a week. And if that's the case, perfect. If you have to go back to once a week where you were tolerating it, perfect. Find your spot. Anyways, I hope this helps. And if you have any questions, pop them in the comments. Like and share this video if it's helped you. I'll be making a whole lot more as soon as I get time. I'm learning how to do this, guys. I'm not a pro. Anyways, have a great evening. I'll see you guys soon.